Hi Cancer, this is your July monthly tarot reading. Happy birthday to all of you. This reading will be released before July, so I hope you guys have a fantastic year ahead of you. Anyway, I do 5 separate spreads in my monthly readings. We'll have a spread on new love, a separate spread on love in an existing relationship or marriage. I'll do an X spread. We'll talk about your work, your business, and your finances, and we'll get you an advice for the whole month of July. Please share and subscribe to support this channel. This first spread is on new love in July. We have the King of Swords clarified by the Page of Cups. We have the Ace of Cups. We have the Wheel of Fortune clarified by the Six of Cups. In the potential outcome, we have the Fool with the Chariot and the Empress. And we also have the Lovers on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with an air sign, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. Let's address the Six of Cups right there in the middle, clarifying the Wheel of Fortune. The Six of Cups is a soulmate card, one of the soulmate cards in the tarot deck. At the same time, it's a card of somebody coming back from the past. For some of you, it could be somebody you already know. It's not an X. It's definitely not an X. This right here from the love connection feels new, brand spanking new. But it could be somebody you know. Perhaps this person was waiting for your birthday so they could wish you a happy birthday and get this conversation started with you. But for most of you, it's still new. The Six of Cups is just, you will feel like that you guys lived in a previous life or something. Their soul will look very familiar to you, right? Anyway, the King of Swords, the first card that came out, this is the person entering your life. It could be an air sign, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. The Lovers, by the way, on the bottom of the deck is the personal Gemini card. This person could be a Gemini, but they could be any air sign, right? They're clarified by the Page of Cups. The Page of Cups could be them wishing you a happy birthday, sending you a bouquet of flowers. Or the Page of Cups is all about them asking you out, reaching out to you, still giving you that bouquet of flowers. You know, this is a very romantic night out of all 4 nights. And it will very quickly sort of escalate in a positive way to the Ace of Cups. You see how we have the Ace of Cups right next to the King of Swords? So it's all about love, genuine, authentic love. It could be love at first sight. So you may have had this person at hello, or if this is somebody who is already in your life, perhaps they always had the crush on you, and perhaps they were waiting for this particular moment. Perhaps they were in a relationship, you were in a relationship, and now both of you are single and available. They're gonna, express their love to you, right, with the Ace of Cups. Either way, it is genuine, authentic love coming from this King of Swords. And the two of you are definitely getting the show on the road. We have the Wheel of Fortune, clarified by that Six of Cups. The Wheel of Fortune is the start of a new cycle, a very fortunate new cycle. The Wheel of Fortune is always good news in my spreads. In the outcome, we have the Fool with the Chariot and the Empress. The Fool, again, is a confirmation that the two of you are going to go for it. The Fool is taking a leap of faith. The Fool is not even thinking twice. Both of you will think like this is the right thing to do. As a matter of fact, this connection will feel like a breath of fresh air. You'll be like, wow, this feels good. So why hesitate? Why think about it even twice? Then we have the Chariot with the Empress. I think both of those two cards represent you. The Chariot is definitely you, Cancer. This is your major arcana card, and the Empress is what you're going to become. I'm not saying you're not the Empress right now, but the Empress is the next step up. The Empress is a card of a wife or a card of a significant other figure. The Empress is a mother figure, so if having children is still an option for you, the two of you could definitely have children together. And that's the way this person sees you, right? They see you as somebody they want to have children with, they want to spend the rest of their life with. They're definitely putting you up on a pedestal and treating you accordingly, right? And besides that, the Empress is abundance in its purest form. It's one of the most positive cards in the deck, and in my spreads, the Empress usually shows up as a sign from above, or a stamp of approval, so to speak, for a connection to move forward. The Lovers on the bottom of the deck. Like I said, it could be a Gemini you're dealing with. The Lovers is also a card of a choice. But again, I don't really see you hesitating or choosing. Granted, we'll choose to be in a relationship, so perhaps that's what this card is talking about. The Lovers is also a soulmate card, just like the Six of Cups. The Lovers is also a twin flame connection card if you believe in twin flames, and the Lovers could simply be the love of your life. You know, it could just play out as simply as that, the lover of your life. And in my opinion, the Lovers is the best card in the tarot deck when it comes to a love connection between two people. In my opinion, it truly is. And I really love the fact that it came out, and it came out on the bottom of the deck. This is what it's all about. This is the two of you in love with each other. Wow. This is just wow. We got quite a few major arcana cards on the table. I count 5. They are amazing major arcana cards by themselves and especially together. 2 of them, actually 3 of them, represent forward movement. The Wheel of Fortune and the Fool and the Chariot. The Chariot is not only your card, it's also a card of victory, it's a card of success, it's a card of traveling. Perhaps the 2 of you could travel together, or when the 2 of you decide to move in together. And I didn't say if, I said when. Perhaps you're going to be relocating to another neighborhood, another city, another state, another country. But it's a card of moving forward and not looking back. Right? And it's all about love. Don't forget about that, Cancer. That Ace of Cups there is all about love. Really happy for you. Well, it's a good present for your birthday, right? So I hope you're ready, Cancer. Really happy for you. Congratulations. Cancer, if you'd like to see the extended for this new love spread, the link is in the description box down below. In the extended, I'll do 2 or 3 more spreads, depending on how the situation unfolds. We'll take a look at what to expect between you and this person moving forward, and we'll get you an advice for this whole situation. Cancer, if you are already married or if you're in a relationship, the spread is for you. We have the 6 of Pentacles, we have the Wheel of Fortune, we have the 6 of Swords clarified by the Page of Swords, and we also have the 10 of Wands on the bottom of the deck. To be or not to be, that is going to be the question for the 2 of you. And the answer is going to be to be. Well, the 6 of Pentacles, the first card that came out, I think in this case, the 6 of Pentacles is about a choice you'll have to make. And it's going to be a tough choice, because the 10 of Wands on the bottom of the deck is a card of a burden, and it's a card of something tough, right? And what it applies to in this case is a choice, right? But you'll make a decision to go for it. It'll probably be an educated decision. And here's why. The Page of Swords clarifying the 6 of Swords. The Page of Swords is about spying, but in this case, this is you educating yourself, right? You are asking around, you're asking professionals, or perhaps you're doing your own research, reading articles, reading books, watching videos on YouTube. So that's what the Page of Swords here represents. This is you gaining knowledge about whatever it is you have an options for, or a decision to make about. And with the Wheel of Fortune and the 6 of Swords, this is both of those 2 cards are forward moving cards. For some of you, you're relocating and you're looking at the 2 different houses, 2 different apartments, and you'll just learn about the neighborhood, you'll learn about the history of this particular house or this particular town, and you'll pick one based on your new knowledge, right? For others of you, you could be thinking about going on vacation, and you're educating yourself about 2 different vacation destinations, something along those lines. I do believe this is going to be an educated decision, an educated choice. All right? Cool. Let's see if anybody comes back from the past for you, Cancer, this month. Keep in mind, it could be somebody from a couple of months ago, a year ago, or a couple of years ago, so it doesn't have to be the most recent ex. We have the 10 of Cups clarified by the 8 of Cups. We have the Hermit. We have the Queen of Cups clarified by the 5 of Swords. And we also have Judgment on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with a Virgo or pretty much any zodiac sign. Well, this is crystal clear to me, Cancer, that this is a textbook case of grass wasn't greener on the other side. Textbook case, right? The 10 of Cups, the first card that came out, this is a card of a commitment or marriage, but it's clarified by the 8 of Cups. So this is what your person is doing. They're leaving their commitment or marriage, right? And perhaps they left you for this person at some point in the past, or if they were choosing between you and another person, they chose that person and they made a huge mistake in either scenario. So now they're leaving them so they could come to you. And your answer is going to be absolutely not. This ship has sailed. I'm nobody's option. I'm nobody's rebound or anything like that. Right? The Hermit in the middle is the personal Virgo card. You could be dealing with a Virgo, but the Hermit is also a card of somebody who is doing soul searching, going within, doing a lot of thinking, right? Perhaps you will need to think about it, but the thing about the Hermit, you see how they've got a lantern, they're holding it up, and it's like you're looking at this person and you're trying to shine your light on them, and you're like, I see what's going on here. So you thought you're going to be happy with them, turned out that it all went down the toilet, and now I'm your second choice, or now I'm your rebound. Heck no. The Queen of Cups is clarified by the Five of Swords. The Five of Swords is what you're going to tell them and what you're going to do. This is a card of conflict. This is when somebody slams the door into another person's face. And that's what you'll probably do. Judgment on the bottom of the deck is a card of somebody coming back from the past. Alright? Cool. Let's talk about your work, your business, and your finances, Cancer, this month. We have the King of Swords, clarified by the Knight of Swords. We have the High Priestess. We have the Magician, and we also have the Chariot on the bottom of the deck. It's that same person from the New Love Spread. Alright, Cancer? It's that same person. It's a different deck, as you can see. Alright, so perhaps this person is somebody you work with, or used to work with, or used to do business with. They could be from another company that does business with the company you work with, right? Perhaps that's why we had that Six of Cups in there. Or this person will, I don't know, surprise you by giving you a big gift for your birthday. Right? It could be a car, by the way. The Chariot on the bottom of the deck is your card, Cancer, but it's also a card of a vehicle. Or perhaps this person will take you on the cruise, or they will take you on a vacation, right? Then they'll foot the bill for it, right? The King of Swords is clarified by the Knight of Swords. It's the fastest knight out of all 4 knights. It could represent travel. The Chariot, again, is also your card, but that card could also be a travel card. The High Priestess in the middle is a card of something you're not aware of. So, like I said, perhaps this person is going to surprise you. Right? The Magician, right next to the deck, I also think that belongs to that King of Swords. They could be a magician, you know. They could be somebody who works in Vegas and they've got their own show. Magic show. Or they could be a tarot reader like me. I'm an air sign, by the way. Anyway. The Magician, this is them making it happen. You know, the Magician's got all the tools they need at their disposal, and they're using their tools, right? So they will have all kinds of things lined up for you. And like I said, perhaps they're gonna do magic, right? Pay for a car or pay for a trip, you know, something along those lines. It's definitely that same person. All right, cool. Here's an advice or a word of wisdom for you, Cancer, for the whole month of July. We have the Seven of Wands, we got the Five of Swords, we have the King of Wands clarified by Judgment, and we also have the Seven of Swords on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with a fire sign, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. The advice for you when a fire sign or somebody with a lot of fire in their chart, when that X comes back from the past, trying to patch things up with you, you need to shut them down. Definitely. Well, the King of Wands is clarified by Judgment. Judgment is a card of somebody coming back from the past. The Seven of Swords on the bottom of the deck is a card of a cheater. It's a card of somebody who is up to no good, somebody who sneaks around. So their intention is just to have a little fun with you, and that would be it. They're not looking for a long term. It could be that same person we saw in the X spread, but it could be somebody else. You know, perhaps since it is your birthday season, there's going to be all these people resurfacing and trying to use that as an occasion or as an excuse to kind of reconnect with you. But this person is definitely up to no good, right? The Five of Swords and the Seven of Wands, the first two cards to the left, you need to stand your ground, and if they don't get the point across when you politely decline their offer, you need to, you know, use harsher words with the Five of Swords and the Seven of Wands. Stand your ground, don't let this person fool you. Okay? Even if they tell you they've changed, they're looking to settle down, if they say something like that, that is a lie. Alright? So, Cancer, unfortunately, I have to end on this note. But now, hopefully, you're aware of what's coming, especially with this particular individual. And that's what I got for you, Cancer, for this month. Happy birthday one more time. If this video resonates with you, please like it. Please also share and subscribe. And other than that, Cancer, have an amazing July. And there you have it. This was your tarot reading for this time period. I hope it resonated with you and helps you live a better life one way or the other. Thank you for watching, sharing, and subscribing.